Welcome to the Broke Book Girls podcast. We're Anne and Bree, and this podcast is going to be your go-to destination for indie reads. We highlight incredible indie authors, explore new worlds, and introduce you to books that you won't find anywhere else. Tune in for your next read, a laugh, and a share in the joy of finding your home. Hello and welcome to the Broke Book Girls podcast, your go-to destination for indie reads, the podcast that is good for the soul but bad for your TBR. Today we are joined by a very special someone, but before we get into that, let's get straight into our current reads. What are you currently reading, Bree?
I am currently reading Fated Reckoning by Jamie Smith. Still, same book as the last time when we talked. But it is a second chance romance, but like lovers to enemies to lovers, I think, is what the ultimate kind of goal is. Separated by time and vampires. So I'm very excited to kind of jump further back and really get back into that. I'm only 12% in still, but hoping that over this week I can actually really dig in and not get stuck on a book and not read. I think my issue is I'm just tired.
Yeah, you've had a busy weekend.
I'm not doing this weekend again, she says. What are you reading?
I'm currently reading One Thing Before You Go by Caroline Frank. This is a contemporary romance where we're following our main character who is kind of down on her luck. She's at a bar. She meets a guy, has a nice little one-night stand, and kind of goes back to work not expecting to ever see him again. Turns out that he is her boss's son who has just passed away, and they've both been given the bookstore that he owns in his will. So now they have to kind of work together, dealing with their attraction to one another. And we've just kind of got to the point now where they've come face to face again after the one night stand and realizing that the dad that this guy has hated his whole life because he's never got on with him, his dad has kind of disappeared. And then the woman who has kind of been working with this man and loves him and really appreciates him, and kind of they're clashing already. And I'm really excited to continue. So yeah. It sounds really good, and I'm just so excited to continue.
Sounds so good.
Right?
Joanna. Romance.
Yeah, I know. Who am I? And you're reading the vampires this time. Like, what's happening?
Again.
Yeah, we just influence each other all the time. Joanna, what are you currently reading?
I've just started the third book in Briar Boland's Bloodwing Academy series. So that's like romantic, vampires, loose ties to Camelot, lots of twists, and I've been enjoying it so far.
Oh, nice. That sounds good. I've heard a lot of good things about that one. I haven't picked it out yet. So
I have to be honest, when I started it in the first book, I really didn't like the main guy, but there's a little bit of redemption as things move along, and so, but I really liked the plot and the woman that was at the center of it, and so I was glad I stuck with it because I've been really loving it.
Nice. We love a redeeming character arc.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. So today we are joined by Johanna. She is the creator of Ages of Pages. So that's going to be the focus of this interview. And we're going to be talking and getting into the nitty-gritty of Ages of Pages that we are both very excited for and both going to be attending this year, my second year. But Johanna, please introduce yourself. Tell us all about you.
Well, my name is Johanna M Rae, because I'm also an author as well as an event director. And that's one of the reasons I got to starting the event. I've been writing for 15 years, and Ages of Pages has been running since 2021. And basically, I wanted to create a place where authors and readers could connect, and we could all share our love for books. And lots of other things have been pulled under that umbrella as we've grown.
Love it.
So good.
Love. We will definitely be getting more into the nitty-gritty of Ages of Pages and your writing if we want to talk about that. But before we do that, we'd like to do a fun little game called the Rapid Fire Questions game that we do with every person that we interview on this podcast. So Bree is going to be firing some questions at you while I keep track of the time. And we want the first thing that pops into your mind. We don't want any explanations. We will question you at the end if we've got any questions. And the time to beat is 45 seconds. Someone flew through this a while ago and we're still in awe and shock that they did it so quick. But we are very excited to see your answers for these questions.
Yes.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Yes. I'm gonna not touch my computer because my computer just went in on the fritz and I missed everything you said. I know what you're talking about, but I missed everything. So I am just a little bit. My computer sounded like it wanted to blow up for a second, and I'm not keen on that.
Oh, let's not do that, computer. Alrighty, I'm gonna put 60 seconds on the clock. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Favorite season?
Winter.
Kindle or physical?
What?
Kindle or physical?
Oh, physical. Sorry.
Villain or hero?
Hero.
Favorite book?
Can't answer.
Cocktail or mocktail?
Mocktail.
Spice or no spice in books?
Spice.
Sweet or sour?
Sweet.
Romance or thriller?
Thriller.
Comedy or horror?
Horror.
Morning or night?
Night.
Lots of garlic or not
20
lots of garlic?
seconds.
Garlic. Lots.
Chips or wedges?
Chips.
Movies or TV shows?
Movies.
Call or text?
Text.
Favorite flower?
Tulip.
Done.
4 seconds to...
I probably would have done
Nice
better if I
better.
hadn't misheard the question. I thought you said candle, not Kindle, and I couldn't understand the relationship between those two things. Sorry about that.
Candle or physical?
Yeah, I was
And now
like,
that is my next question.
not
I
really
want to
sure where
know.
that's going. Okay.
Neither am I, but I'm committed. Now you must choose candle or physical.
I love a good candle.
Yeah. Oh no. Anne, we can't hear you.
This is the best interview ever.
This is going so well. Yeah, wait, we can't hear you. Okay, well, hold on.
She's just got really bad laryngitis, you know.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to read lips. I can sort of read lips. I know what she's saying. I don't know what anyone else is saying. This is not the first time that this has happened. Like, we did... Nope, can't hear you still. We occasionally have technical difficulties, and it's just... Oh, gosh.
Well, I'm happy to keep trying, or we can just try again another day if you prefer. Whatever you want to do is fine.
Okay.
Okay, so I am back. We finally have my voice again. Riverside is trying to silence me. Again. Again.
And what have you done to Riverside?
I don't know. I was using her today to get our editing for the next one done, so maybe she's just a bit annoyed at me for using her already today, but who knows. So we got through our rapid fire questions. Now we're going to get into the bulk of our interview. So Bree, would you like to start us off with your first question?
Absolutely. So you started Ages of Pages in 2021, a time when events were quite difficult to pull off, considering the time that we were in. What was the specific missing piece in the New Zealand book scene that convinced you to, one, start Ages of Pages, and also base it in Hamilton?
Well, I did a few book events before starting Ages of Pages. One was the New Zealand Book Festival in Auckland, and the other one was Wham Bam Author Jam in Christchurch when it was originally going. But both of those events stopped. So Wham Bam the last Wham Bam was the year before we started Ages of Pages, and I knew that it was going to be the last year for it, and so I thought we need something out there for authors and readers to connect, and I thought about all the things that I would like to do to bring people together and to support both the authors and the readers and the whole, writing and literary community in general. And that's why I sort of pulled it together. I decided to have it in Hamilton because that's where I'm based, and it was easy to organise in my own backyard, but also I felt that it was fairly central because it's not too far from Auckland, it's not too far from a lot of places in the North Island, but still accessible to others if they wanted to come. And as the events grow, and we've had people from all over New Zealand, both readers and authors, and from Australia, so it doesn't really matter where it is if you got a good group of people together, they don't mind traveling. So yeah
absolutely.
Yeah, I love that. I went to Ages of Pages for the first time last year, and I just really enjoyed it. So Bree wasn't there, but I've made sure this time she's locked it into the calendar and is like, I will drag you down there.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. When it happened last year, I was not informed it was happening until like the day before, and B, I forgot.
Oh, no.
And then when it got to Ages of Pages Day, I had a message going, "Are you coming to Ages of Pages?" And I'm like, "What?"
Oh no.
What is this? And everyone was like, "What do you mean? What is Ages of Pages?" And I'm like, "I live under a rock. Like, I'm really in the community, but I don't know what's going on ever. The only time I know when things are happening is either Anne tells me, or someone else tells me, or it gets to the end of the thing, and I'm like, oh, so this is what this happened, and everyone's just like, how the fuck do you manage this? I live under a rock. It's my own rock. It's my own personal rock, and it keeps me safe.
Yeah, 100%.
But I will be there this year. I have been threatened by too many people.
Oh, well, I hope you enjoy.
I will. I won't be threatened. I'll be threatening everybody else if they threaten me again.
Well, this year will be our biggest and our best yet. If you include everybody's pen names, we have about 228 authors and vendors, if you include everybody's pen names as well. So it's growing so much, and I'm so excited.
It's going to be a good event.
Indeed.
Yeah. So speaking of growing so much, in the last 2 years, from what I've seen, Ages of Pages has kind of exploded in the NZ book community. Why do you think that is? And what does it mean to you to see this event do so well?
Well, it's everything to me. But I think it began when the Bookstagram community started to hear about us. Right from the beginning, we did everything we could to get our name out there. But when you're new and just starting out, that does take time. And then once the right people hear about it, the growth is a lot faster. But yeah, I think Mrs. Moore might have been the first Bookstagrammer that heard about us, and then it kind of went from there. And she gave us a lot of really great shout outs. I think that was in 2024. And it's just grown steadily since. And honestly, a great deal of that is by word of mouth and internet presence, because getting seen is the biggest challenge as an author and as an event. And once that starts to become known to people, then it's a lot easier to grow. But it means a lot to me because I feel like representation is really important for all the young people coming through to see so much love for books in the community, for young people who maybe want to be an author realizing that, hey, these people are already doing it, look, I could be that too. And for authors to realise that there's so much support out there because we are a very close community and we do love helping each other out. So there are so many ways that these connections really matter. And so as the event grows, they get strengthened and you start to remember people you've seen previous years. But it's also a place for the Bookstagrammers to get together, because I know you guys all live really far away from each other and you probably don't catch up as often as you'd like either. So those are connections that can also be strengthened, all the while supporting literacy and our chosen charity, Duffy Books. So obviously the more the event grows, the more we're able to donate to them from our event. And the growth is just, it's so exciting.
Yeah, 100%. It's so exciting that like there's just so many people talking about it and so many people excited to go and getting their pre-orders in and planning on bringing like trolleys to like bring all their books home, because I know last year I bought like 26 books and it's probably going to be the same again, even though I keep telling myself you're flying down this time, you cannot, but I still probably will. I'll like just send them to Bree's house and she can post them to me.
Another option. Here's the thing though, because I'm going down with a whole lot of Zoe's books that she's left with me from Armageddon. I gotta take those down with me. If you want me to post books, I send them home with me, because I'm not flying down. I will be making my way down. I will take your books and I'll be like, and then pushed.
See, I've already got the like, my partner was like, yeah, fly down so you don't bring as many books home, but I've already got the like the second plan of getting these books home.
Nothing's gonna stop. It works.
No,
you
never.
Just put everything out of your suitcase in a box and mail that home instead, and you'll be like, I didn't have any books. They're in my suitcase.
I didn't have to spend any more money on like a new suitcase. They fit.
There you go. Considering the last event I went to, I came back with 11 books. I can't imagine how many I'm going to come back with after ages of pages.
Oh, and there's so many authors that we've either interviewed or very excited to interview and just get to meet again. And there's just so many books that I'm ready to buy. I was like putting in all my pre-orders this afternoon and I'm like...
Yeah, pre-ordering is such a great idea. Because you can sort of manage your budget, and then, you know, like if you bring a bunch of cash on the day, I mean, that's on the day. It doesn't count with the pre-orders. It's separate. It's your daily budget. It's not, so you can spread the money out, and it's also good for the authors to know how many to bring. We did have 3 authors sell out last year. One of them sold out in 2 hours. So it was very exciting to see that everyone was supporting them,
Yeah, it was crazy, but it was so good to see.
Jeez. So just kind of going back to, you mentioned Duffy Books and Homes.
Yes.
You're raising money for them. As someone who spends their life around books, what does it mean for you to ensure kids who might not have books at home get the same opportunity to fall in love with reading?
That's another thing I feel very strongly about. It's actually quite shocking how many Kiwi kids don't have, adequate access to books and to reading, and it, through no fault of their own, it's just circumstances. So to have a charity around that can help that, to give them books to take home, I think it's such a wonderful charity, and they do so much good in the community with schools and learning and all sorts of things, not just gifting the books. They do a lot. So to be able to support that, I feel we are giving to the beginning of things. We are nourishing the beginning of these children's journey, and they may go on to be prolific readers or, writers themselves. And it starts from a very young age. So if you nurture it at the beginning, it will follow through.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I think one of the things that for me personally, is one of the things that my mother wanted for both her kids is that we would be prolific readers. And if it wasn't for my mum facilitating the fact that we were, like, she wanted us to be into books, I probably wouldn't have as many books as I do now. And it's just so important, and it helps to foster, imagination, and we love fostering imagination.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And another wonderful story that we have is that one of our AOP volunteers was a Duffy kid. And so it's kind of cool for Duffy to get to see that they supported this girl when she was young, and she's gone on to have such a love for books that she's now part of our event to give back to others. And I think that's so beautiful.
That's so beautiful. It's such a full circle moment there. I love that.
That's incredible.
You have so much on your plate, not only with running this event, being an indie author, but also being a person with life, with family. How do you do it all?
Coffee, lots of coffee.
Yes.
Caffeine.
Yeah,
Caffeine.
coffee is mandatory.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't quite know how I juggle it. I look back and think of all the things that I've achieved because when my kids were younger, like we lived rural, so we were breeding goats and they were doing ag day at school and, taking animals along for that and all these different things that they did in the community. And I was driving all over the place to all of these things, but somehow I was still doing Ages of Pages and still being an author. And now that my kids are older and they're at university or left home, and I'm sort of thinking everything's still really busy. Like, how did I do that and have young kids at the same time? Like, I look back and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, how did I manage? But you just do, because it's what you're passionate about, it's
Yeah.
what you love, and you find a way.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you love it that much, you'll make it work no matter what.
Absolutely, yes.
Even if it's all like drinking lots and lots of coffee and getting less sleep, but it will get done. Either way.
24 hours in a day is sometimes not enough.
Oh, definitely.
Whilst I'm always glad the day ends eventually. I just sit there going, there's so much to do and not enough time to do it, and so it's absolutely incredible. You do this, Jesus Christ. I barely feel I can be a person half the time.
Well, I don't think I could. I don't think I could manage any more with the size of the event without my amazing team. I'm so lucky to have a great team of volunteers behind me, working so hard behind the scenes. And because we're a non-profit event, they don't get paid. They donate their time, and it's such an amazing thing to have them all on board.
Amazing.
Yeah. It just shows how good of an event it is if these people are like volunteering their time and how much they believe in this event, because it's needed in the NZ community, I think, 100%. And everyone would be really, really sad, I think, if it went away. So I'm so glad you've got a team behind you to help, because unfortunately we all can't do everything all at once. So I'm glad you've got a really good supportive team.
You're not alone, and that's the main thing.
Yes.
Okay. The event is free for the public and focuses heavily on where readers and authors connect.
Yes.
Why is that personal face-to-face connection so vital in an era dominated by digital sales and global retailers?
I think it's that whole realizing that there are other people out there that are like you, because sometimes when you're stuck in your work mode or your parent mode or whatever, you're just living life, but you're not thriving, whereas when you get into the arts and reading and books and writing, and that's something that brings you joy. It's something that makes you feel alive, and you understand what kind of person you are by what you like to read or what you like to write. And so to bring those people together, you think, oh, that's me, I'm like that. Or you see someone with all their books on the table and you think, that's my place, I want to read that. And it just gives you a place of belonging and a community where you can authentically be yourself.
I think it is also really important now. The community just in general is so important because there's so much shit going on, and to be in a place that is with like-minded people is just so important.
Yeah, it's quite refreshing to know that 100%. There's others like you out there.
Yeah, and it's also really good because we can meet those people that we've talking to online, and or the authors that we've been interacting with on Instagram, and then finally meeting them. Because I remember last year, I'll never forget this, but I was kind of casually just walking around, and an author, Courtney Clark Michaels, we love her on this podcast, she got really excited to meet me because she'd seen me on Instagram and we've kind of connected. And I was like, holy shit, this is so strange that an author is excited to meet me. And I think it's the same, like running to meet your favorite authors and making sure if you didn't pre-order their book that you can get there and make sure you get a copy because you know they're going to sell out. It's just, I love this event so much.
I'm really excited to experience it for the first time and not forget, because it's not only in my calendar, it's in... because I've got my friend / author's calendar on my phone, so it's in her calendar. It's also in the podcast calendar. So if I really can't forget this time.
Well, hopefully not. because as Anne said, you know, putting a face to the name and realizing that authors are just regular people who, you know, let their imagination out onto the page, you know, but really they're just still a person. It's kind of cool, you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
100%.
it's just so nice, especially I think now that we do the podcast as well, so we get to talk. We're finally getting to meet people in person. Has been great.
Yeah,
We vibe
so
online, we vibe in person. It's been brilliant.
Yeah.
But
So
the
exciting.
one dangerous thing when you're an author, going to events and having people meet you in public and see what you're really like, people often say, where do you get your ideas for all your stories, for all your books? And then they see you in person, they're like, oh, that's why. You know, like, we're a little eccentric, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's only so much personality that you can show online when you do like graphics or like posts. It's like if you're on video and stuff, you can kind of give more of a vibe. But yeah, when you meet people in person, it's like, oh, I see,
Energy.
I see where your brain goes.
Yeah. And honestly, it's so much fun seeing everyone just be themselves, and it's such a great bunch of people that I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Yeah.
Amen.
100%. I think even if like the authors didn't sell their books at this event, like it would still be such a good event to go to and just hang out with all these bookish people.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
yeah.
It's all about the connections. I mean, we hope to sell a lot of books, but we just love meeting the readers. So yeah, it's only a part of it. Selling the books is only a part of it.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. You sponsor 2 young authors each year.
Yes.
Through Ages of Pages. Why was this important to you to have this as an aspect?
When I first started Ages of Pages, the first year, one of our authors was Danica Mead, and at that time she was 16, and I was in awe that a 16-year-old already had several books out, and that she was, you know, well on her publishing journey and doing really well, and at such a young age. And I thought, we need to support that so that other people can do that too, because honestly, when I was 16, I had no idea it was even possible in New Zealand to be that. So we want to give others the same opportunity. And so this year we've sponsored Rutendo Shadea, who is from Tokoroa. She's a high school student there. And I think she's got 3 books out now. And she was also named one of Time Magazine's top 10 young women, which was great. And our second sponsored author is Chris DeWild, and he is from Hamilton. So we are really pleased that we can just give them a chance to be at Ages of Pages and get their name out there and do what they love.
That's crazy. Having published books at the age of like such a young age. Like I know I was writing when I was like 14, 15, but it was on Wattpad. Like I was never imagining that, like, you know, my book would be out there in the world for people to buy. That's crazy and so inspirational. And it's so exciting to see these people having an opportunity to kind of get in front of readers. So I'll definitely be checking out their tables.
Oh yeah. Gonna go make more friends. Oh, excuse me.
Oh,
I was drinking last night. Body's going.
No.
Okay, as the person running a room full of 100+ authors, do you actually get a chance to sneak away and buy any books for yourself, or is your TBR already at maximum capacity?
My TBR is never going to be at capacity because, you know, I don't know if you can see behind me, but that's not even half my library because I can't stop buying books myself. So, you know, like as an event organizer, that's not really a problem, you know. So I do buy books from several authors every year, but honestly, with it, the amount the event's growing, it's getting quite hard to find the time to get around everyone when I'm still trying to be an author at the event. So this year I have decided what my table's going to look like, and I've given my assistant instructions on how to set it up, and then while everybody else is setting up, I'm going to come around and say hi, because otherwise I'm just not going to have time. And I really love coming and meeting everyone.
Brilliant.
That's a good idea. Love it.
Brilliant. I like that.
More opportunities for buying books. Love it.
Oh, always.
Like we say, this podcast is good for the soul, but bad for your TBR, because we'll always be adding to everyone's TBR as well as our own.
And we get messages from people going, I've just bought this book. And it's like, you actually listened to us?
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
We recommend good books.
Yeah, we do recommend good books. Like, we're just
Only.
pros at this point.
We've been doing this almost a year. We are experts in making everybody spend their money.
Yeah, and our own.
Well, authors are not
What
going
is your
to complain.
favorite part?
My favorite one?
No, they're definitely not. What is your favorite part of Ages of Pages?
What we've been talking about, just making those connections and chatting to people, and just seeing the joy on everyone's faces as they're meeting other bookstagrammers or other authors. And yeah, just so many amazing books. We have so many talented authors in New Zealand and Australia who will be coming along, and just being in that space together, it's everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just a completely different, like, you walk in and you just feel at home immediately, and then you see all these faces that you've seen, or you meet the same people that you met the year before, and just get to talk to these authors. It's such a great event. And guys, if we haven't convinced you to come to Ages of Pages already, I don't know what you're doing. Come meet us, come have some fun, honestly.
One of the reasons that we wanted to make the event free, we will always be free, for the public to come along, is because then it becomes a community event. And so whole families can come along, because we do have such a variety of genres, and all ages, can come along and enjoy. And so you'll get mum, dad, and the kids, maybe Nana or somebody will come too, and to see them all finding a book, because we really do have that many different kinds of books out there. It's just great to be able to have so many people from different walks of life, different ages, coming along and finding something to take home.
And I think also one of the other, having just while you're thinking about with it being a free event, is it means that people can spend money on the authors.
Oh, absolutely. And that's another reason.
That's why you do the event.
I would much rather the money be going into the authors' pockets. We don't run Ages of Pages as a business. It's a non-profit event. So all the monies that come in either go into running the event or get donated to Duffy, because we want to create this experience, that matters to me more than anything, is the experience that everyone is getting at the event.
Absolutely. No, I like the idea of you're actually, the money goes to the people so that way they can keep doing what they do.
Yes, exactly.
And we want more books from these people. We don't want them to stop writing because they can't.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We need.
It's hard getting your name out there from New Zealand. So, the easier we can make it for Ages of Pages, it's one place where they can get seen without too much difficulty. Then that's the best reason to be doing it.
And the good thing too with Ages of Pages kind of getting really popular and well known now is that people are watching your social media pages as well, and the people that you're this author's coming, people will be like, oh, that looks like something I could be interested in, and then they start delving into those books, and whether they read them beforehand or put them on their list to buy at the event, that's just getting so many eyes, not just on the event but also the authors going. And there's just so many different authors and different genres that you'll find whatever you're looking for. I'm a multi-genre reader. I will read anything that sounds just interesting to me. So it's always fun to scroll through your page and be like, here's a sci-fi, here's a children's book, here's a fantasy or whatever. And yeah, just the amount of books that have been added to my TBR from people that I had no idea existed has just been so amazing.
That's why, we encourage everyone to come along, no matter what your budget size is, because, you don't, I mean, you buy as many paperbacks as you can, but those that you can't, you think, oh, I've spent my budget, but I really wanted to get this book from this author. You take the details, you buy the ebook, or you take the details and then next payday you can order it from them online, because most of our authors you can buy from, if you're shipping within New Zealand. So, and I know myself as an author, I always have a big spike in ebook sales the couple of days after Ages of Pages. So it reaches more. It's not just on the day, it reaches more, and the ripples extend outward, and more sales later on, or you talk to somebody and say, hey, I wanted to buy this book, I ran out of budget, and so that person's like, oh, that sounds good, I'll buy it. So word of mouth is very powerful as well.
Yeah, and that's really important too, to talk about, like, this event. Like, none of these authors, it's like it's an event that you go to and you don't feel pressured to buy something just because you're talking to them. Like, these authors are just here to have a conversation. Like, yes, their main goal is to sell books, but even just getting their name out there, like having a meaningful connection with a reader, that reader will remember them. Yes, and I think that's the most important thing. So yeah, like you said, if you don't have the budget to buy the book right then and there, that's fine. Just keep an eye out. They might run out, there might be an event, like a Kindle event, or you might be able to get it on ebook for cheaper, or you can get it on KU, or if you have a Kindle Unlimited membership, all those kind of things. There's so many other ways to support them, even just signing up for a newsletter that they're promoting.
A lot of authors have bookmarks with QR codes on and things, or sometimes they have discounts or specials on ebooks that you might learn about on the day. But we also have a raffle table, which many of the authors that are attending donate to. So even if you can only afford to buy a couple of books, you can still go and buy some raffles and you might win more there. So, and obviously the money goes to Duffy from that. But, we've tried to support the community in as many ways as we can.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Sorry. What are you most excited for about AOP this year?
I am just really excited because with the amount we've grown since last year, we've tripled in size from last year. So we are now in the big exhibition halls. Last year we were in a conference room. So because we're in the big exhibition halls, we have been able to incorporate so many more things. There's a cafe inside the event. You don't have to walk out of the room to go and get a coffee now. It's going to be in the event. We've got seating areas, photo walls, and honestly, the layout, because we've got two big exhibition halls, we've managed to make a really nice, easy flow layout, so you can, go round and round and round if you really want to. So I love our layout. I love the big exhibition halls, and with so many more authors, I think the atmosphere is just going to be really amazing this year.
I can't wait.
Like, I'm just getting so excited. Like, the countdown is on.
Yeah, I think it's like 6 weeks or something. It's getting close.
Yeah, so close.
6 weeks tomorrow. I had to do the math for something for Zoe, and I was just like, I was like, how many weeks until the 2nd of May? And it was like 6 weeks. It was 7 weeks at the time. I'm like, oh, nice. I can't do that.
I think Sydney Hideaway Book Garden has been doing a countdown, and when she first started there, I was like, oh my gosh, how is it only this many weeks to go? And that's all the things I had to get done. But, it's actually been almost a comfort every time she's done it's this many weeks, and you can see the countdown going, because you stop stressing about all the things you've got to get done and start getting really excited.
Yes.
100%. Oh, it's such a good event. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. Speaking of the event, what tips do you have for anyone attending?
First of all, grab an event map. We have free event maps, which I'm pretty sure someone will be handing out at the door, but you can also get them from our merch table or our AOP FPOS table, which we're going to have 2 FPOS machines this year, so there will be one table further into the event just for the FPOS. So if you get a map from one of those places, you'll be able to find where everybody is situated. It'll tell you who's sitting where. It'll also have some genre information and a few little sneak peeks of some of the authors tending. So that's a great way to make sure you haven't missed anything. But yeah, just try and say hi to as many people as you can. And if you're worried you're not going to get through it all, obviously pick your favourite genres first and then fit in what you can after that. And don't forget to take breaks. Don't forget to eat something and have a coffee or a bottle of water or something, because it's surprising how exhausting it can be if you're on your feet for the whole day. So make use of our seating areas and just have a little recharge, you know.
Yeah, 100%. And I do think as well, like the book community is quite introverted. So if there's anyone listening to this, I just do want to say that if you're feeling really nervous, if you're going on your own, come find me and Bree, and we will we will stick by your side and help you through it. Like, because I know my last year, I was quite nervous going in, like, because I know I was meeting a group of people there, but also at the same time, it's still quite scary going into this like big event with all these people. But yeah, just find a buddy or find Bree and I, and we'll absolutely welcome you in, and you can see Bree's craziness in person.
I am just as unhinged in person. Do you know what I got when I was at the last book event? I got myself a cup. It's got a little frog, and it says "completely unhinged."
Nice. Well, as a massive introvert myself, and it's taken a lot of practice to, you know, overcome my own social anxiety to be at these kind of events, I tend to just focus on the one thing in front of me, and that's hard when you first walk in and it's all overwhelming. But you know, once you've acclimatized to, wow, that's a lot of people, you're going to this person, you're standing at their table, you're talking to one person. Never mind everything else around you, you're just talking to one person. And if you can somehow sort of like funnel yourself to that one person that you're talking to, it's a little bit less overwhelming. But fortunately, if it does get a little too much, we have a quiet room that's for the public, which is in our romance section. There'll be like a door and everything. There'll be a couch in there, and you can just go in and have a little moment to get zen again and go back in.
Yeah. It's definitely a good thing to like take a step out, take a breather, because it can get quite overwhelming. And it was really good having like the cafe or like the photo booth, the photo wall that we had last year, because you could just go over, chill out. There's nice little couches, and you could just sit there, and you could either talk to the people who are also sitting there, or you can just kind of zen out yourself. And yeah, it's just, take breaks, drink water, hydrate.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Right.
That's all I got to hydrate or dihydrate. You don't want to dihydrate, so you better hydrate.
Let's not do that.
If you're coming along with kids, sometimes that can be a great way to sort of, keep grounded with where you're at. So not only do we have quite a number of kids authors this year, we have a whole corner for the kids. We've also got mermaid hair and face painting. And if you need a break from all of that, we have a library sponsored area, and they are bringing big bean bags for the kids, or the even bigger kids, to sit on, and little ride-on things. They've got these ride-on dogs that kind of look like a balloon animal, and the kids can just sit on them and goof around. And they have a rocking horse, I think, and so they're going to have this really fun area if kids just need to let off a bit of steam. So if you're an introvert and a parent, we've got you covered.
That's so cool. I love that.
I just want to go back to mermaid hair.
Oh yeah. We have a lady coming along who it's big pieces of coloured fake hair, and it gets braided in. But she's also got these attachments that are kind of like glittery strands that you sort of pin in as well. She's got a few different options, but she'll be working with the face painting person as well. So they'll have a little setup. It's just inside the door, actually, to the right when you come in the kids area. And We're not
Which is good to
sure.
know.
We're not sure how crazy that area is going to be because everyone we've told about it so far has gotten quite excited. But it isn't just for kids. Adults can come and get mermaid braid too.
I know that was going to be my. It was just like you said, mermaid hair. If like, and it was just like adults.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want mermaid
absolutely,
hair.
absolutely.
I
Get
want
on the
mermaid hair.
queue.
That's
I love it.
amazing.
It's so exciting just to see the like new things being added and like how it's growing. Just I can only imagine what next year is going to be like, and I'm already excited.
Oh yeah, we've got plans.
Oh.
Yeah, we have lots of ideas to incorporate next year, obviously depending how well this year goes, but it's all
Yeah.
coming together so beautifully. I'm really excited. So I think it's just going to be onward and upward from here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely. I have one last question.
Sure.
You yourself are an author.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more. What do you write? What's your favorite part about being an author? Tell us. Let's just kind of get into that a little bit.
Okay. Well, I like to say that I'm an author because it's in my DNA. So it's not something that I chose to do. It's something that even if I wasn't published, I would have to do because there are so many stories that I just need to get out of my head and onto a page somewhere. But I write predominantly urban fantasy, paranormal romance, other forms of fantasy, a little bit of romantasy, all the made-up stuff, most often in a modern setting. My common themes are chosen family, witty banter, anti-heroes, heroes, lots of shapeshifters, vampires, angels, demons, and I try to throw them together in, less common combinations of things. So, but it's just who I am. I don't think I could be anything else if I tried. So I'm a little bit too quirky.
We love
And
that.
you're a full-time author?
Yes.
Or do you have another? Oh, wow. That's
I
the dream for
started
a
when
lot
my
of people.
kids were very young. My youngest was only 2.
Yeah.
And so I was able to sort of grow and develop and see what I wanted that to be and, how it developed while I was an at-home mum. So I was very lucky to I was starting at just the right time in our sort of little family life. And then when it sort of got to the point where I probably could have gone back to work, I was already established as an author and loving what I was doing. So I just kept on going.
Amazing. Yeah, my last question is going to be like, what's next? What are you publishing next? What's next for you?
I've got 2 books coming out this year. One is the final book in a trilogy that I've been writing called The Immortal Trinity, about angels, demons, and vampires set in New York City, trying to restore the balance between light and dark. They obviously don't really want to be in an alliance because they're all very different things, but circumstances have put them together and they have to try and make the best of it. And so, there's a lot of crazy banter and giving each other a hard time, and it's a bit like Lucifer meets Supernatural vibe. So that's the final book in that set, and I'm really looking forward to having a complete set because I do write other series, but this will be the first time I've actually completed one. So that's very exciting.
So you must have some like really long series.
Yeah, my longest one, I'm currently up to book 6, but it's going to be going for a while longer, maybe 12 books, I think, from what I've got in my head so far. But I'm a pantser, not a plotter, so I don't outline. It comes out. That's how it is. So it depends how the characters steer me in whatever direction, but I'm imagining it's going to be 12 books. And then the other book I'm releasing this year is a standalone because I decided I really need a few more of those. I only got one at the moment, so there'll be another standalone, and it's a paranormal romantic comedy, small town, second chance romance. It's Grumpy Sunshine, but she's the grumpy and he's the sunshine, which is, it's more commonly the other way. So it's called Fighting Like Cats and Dogs. It's a shapeshifter story. So I'm really looking forward to releasing that. It's been a lot of fun to write. All the crazy, can't believe this happened moments of my life have been thrown into this one. So hopefully it'll be a bit of a laugh.
I love that. Oh, that sounds so fun. We love a reverse sort of trope where it's the opposite to what we normally see. I know I read your like little prequel to one of your series in the Ages of Pages anthology
Oh, Urban Shifter?
from 20. Yes, that was really good. I really enjoyed that, and I'm definitely intrigued to continue with that series. So
Awesome.
it was
That
a lot
will
of fun.
be what I'm working on next. So
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think, do you have any more questions, Bree?
I'm good. I'm done.
Perfect. I don't have any questions either. So, just like every episode, we like to end it off with a little bit of a spark of joy and our plug of the week. So, we'll start with our spark of joy. So, this can be anything that sparks joy within your week because you know the world can be a little bit crazy, a little bit hectic and stressful. So, Bree, what's your spark of joy for the week?
Being out with friends last night.
Yeah.
It's really nice. I talk about my friends a lot. We have a lot of adventures and misadventures, and um, they are my people. And yeah, it just brings me so much joy when I get to hang with them. And I mean, life is kind of busy and shit kind of happens, but it's nice to know that like I've always got things to look forward to with them because we always see each other at least once a fortnight, and at the moment we're seeing each other at least weekly, which has been really good. Yeah, you laugh. We know how I'm suffering.
Yes.
I am
Sleep
not hungover.
deprivation.
I am not hungover. I am just going to bed at really ridiculous times. I've gone to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning 2 days in a row.
out.
I did it yesterday too. And then having to go out last night for my friend's surprise birthday party, which he was very surprised, but he almost ruined his own surprise. And we were like, and I sat there going, of course he would ruin his own birthday. Because he just didn't go through the correct door. And one of our friends is sitting in the corner like, melting into the corner like, please don't see me, please don't see me. But it was really nice just to be able to celebrate this friend. Like, I've known him for years, and just be able to hang out with my people. And yeah, so that's my spark of joy. They're always my spark. I just need to be more aware of time. What's your spark, Anne?
So, as you're all aware, if you're listening to the podcast, I've been in this weird reading slump for the past couple of weeks. I think just from stress, moving, all these kind of things. So, my spark of joy is that I am possibly, not 100% sure yet, but I'm possibly out of my reading slump. And that has to do with reading Anarchist Underground by Nicole Rowles. It's such a good book, and it really reflected what I was feeling at the time. And I think I'm out of my reading slump. I'm like currently reading another book, and it's feeling good. So, yeah, I think that's my spark of joy for the week.
This month.
I think so too. I feel a lot better, so we shall see. Johanna, what's your spark of joy?
For my birthday, which was way back in January, my daughter gave me one of those book nook things that you put in the shelf, and it's like got a little bookstore or something in it. Life has been so crazy. I just haven't had a lot of time to sort of devote to anything like that. And then earlier today, we worked on them. It's the second session that we've done, and we finished them. So we did one each. She did one that was a little bakery, and I did one that was a little arcade, but it had a bookstore in it. And so we finished them. They've got little lights and that turn on, and so you can see right in there, and they're on the shelf and they're done, and it just feels like such an accomplishment, but also really nice to spend time with my daughter. So yeah.
I love that. Those things are so cute.
I was given two. So one I was given for my birthday, and I was with my parents like the day before my birthday, and I was like, and I had a feeling, and I was like, can you give me one of my birthday presents early? And Mom's like, why? I was like, because it's my birthday. And she's like, I'm like, but I'm here. So they gave me my book nook, and I started assembling. And I'm really glad that the first one I assembled, because it was an actual, like, it was a bookshop. And I'm so glad that I was assembling it at my parents' place, because I was losing my shit with it because it was not doing what I wanted it to do. I was losing it, and Dad was like, let me help. I'm like, I can't do this. But then the second one that I got given for Christmas, I assembled while sitting on the floor of my bedroom watching Stranger Things.
Nice.
That one together a lot better than the first one. I think maybe I had a little bit more patience the second time around.
Oh,
But
I don't
sometimes
have
the
patience. I think I
instructions
would
in them
rage
aren't
quit.
clear. Sometimes they give you this picture and there's no words, and you're like, what is even happening there? And like my daughter and I both, that we were doing different ones, and sometimes what they were telling her to do and what they were telling me to do weren't even the same thing, and so my instructions were fine and hers were like, what is going on there? So maybe you got one of those.
I think I just was losing the plot. I was just like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. And then when I was doing my second one, I was sitting on the floor of my room and I was just like, because it was the couple of days that I had between Christmas and going away again. So I was like, I'm just going to sit and do this and then it took me a couple of days, but I'm very proud of it. I haven't got batteries in my second one, only in my first one, so I need to get some batteries. But they're sitting on top of my dresser, on top of the mirror, and because I don't exactly have a lot of shelf space at the moment.
No, you need to. Your bookshelves are stacked.
Just because my room is like.
I don't know where I'm going to put mine because you can see like there's no space.
Yeah, there's no point in getting them for me because my shelves are like double stacked, and I've had a lot of fun packing them up.
Oh no, I've got them sitting on top of my tall boy at the moment, so they're sitting beside my photo album, my 2026 mood board, and my flower musical. So for Christmas, Amy got me it's like a twisty music box, but it's like a Lego flower, and she was like, this is perfect for you because, Beauty and the Beast and the flower, and it could be cute on the bookshelf with the fantasy. So it's sitting up there with that at the moment, and a sheep, apparently.
A sheep.
I have, like, guys, when you will eventually meet me in person, I like to warn you, chaos incarnate. I don't have a filter. It just,
I love unbridled chaos.
I am it's undiagnosed raging ADHD. Considering my mother said to me at work the other day, I should have got you diagnosed as a kid. And I'm like, yes. But that's okay. That's okay. I cope. I can focus when I need to.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the main thing.
Oh, yeah.
Moving on from our Spark of Joy, we're going to move into our plug of the week. So this is just plugging something that we recommend everyone does. It can be a food that we like. It could be anything. Bree, what's your plug of the week?
Going to bed at a reasonable time.
Yeah, Bree, I think you should take your own advice.
I'm trying. I'm really trying. Look, I'm really good on a work night. Like, I am in bed by 9. And it's the weekends that screw me over. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at next weekend, and I've got a birthday on Friday and a birthday on Saturday with the same damn people.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so screwed. Every time I have a conversation with my mother on the weekend, she's like, so what time did you get home? And I go, late. And she goes, how late? I'm like, early. Like, what time?
What you're really saying is you're going to have like this, 56-hour party because you're just going to finish one and then you'll be starting the next one.
Pretty much. That is just what is happening. I think that this is happening now. One, because I didn't have friends like this in school, and two, it's like I'm just going through my teenage rebellion at 27. Stay up late, partying. I'd say drinking, but sometimes they drink. They drink more than me. I do drink, but I sit there and I'm like, haha, I'm going to be more sober than all of you. At least I don't get hungover. I was drinking last night, and I woke up I went to bed this morning, and I woke up, and the only thing that I thought was, I didn't take my makeup off. Gosh damn it. I'm going to be makeup all over my cushion. So yeah, my plug is going to bed at a reasonable time, and that'll be what I aim to do throughout the week. The weekend, I'm low key.
As long as you're alive for our interview on Sunday,
I always
you'll be
am.
fine.
I rally.
No, you
I had a
do. Like, I am impressed. Like, because if I was you, I'd be like, nah, bro.
I think there was once we did an interview and I was so dead. Like this was when I did my 4 a.m. And then I haven't done that since. But now I figure, okay, if I have a nap, I did a nap yesterday and I did a nap today. I felt better after my nap yesterday. Not so much today. I was like, but nap, energy drink. Oh, look, there you go. Plug naps as well. Anne, what's your plug of the week?
My plug of the week, I think Bree should listen to this, is taking time to slow down and relax. Because I don't know, you've been quite stuck lately. No, but honestly, taking time to slow down and relax is just really, really important because the world is crazy at the moment. We're always on the go. We always have something to do. So actually just taking that time, curling up on the couch, reading a book, or not even reading a book, and just staring into space and relaxing is really recommended. And that's what I've been doing a lot lately because of my slump and kind of trying to like recenter my brain. Yeah, recentering my brain and kind of trying to bring down my cortisol. It's been really, so I do really recommend just taking that time, slowing down and trying to relax. Joanna, what's your plug of the week?
Well, mine's it could be done in conjunction with yours, but trying something new or getting out of your comfort zone, because I feel like it's so easy to get caught up in life and all the expectations and all the responsibilities. And as well as relaxing, it's important to try new things and get out of your comfort zone and, I don't know, feel like you're a part of the world. Do something different.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. I definitely agree with that. Yeah.
Cool.
Alrighty, we have some really good sparks of joy this week. We've also had a really good interview and really good plugs of the week. So make sure you actually listen. Oh, whoa, to the advice that we've all just given you today. But words, I'm tired. Thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. And make sure to check out Ages of Pages and do come and visit. We would love to see you there. And I'm sure Joanna would love to see you there.
2nd of May.
2nd of May, that's right. All the information will be down in our description box as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the date, where it is, all of those kinds of things. It is free, so make sure you do come if you can get to Hamilton. But that is the end of our episode. So thank you so much for joining us today. Make sure to you subscribe so we know you're here listening. We appreciate you spending time with us today and every single day. You can follow me at Runaway Irish Girl on all platforms. Where can they find you, Bree?
You can find me at Cheese and Reads anywhere. Where can they find you, Joanna?
I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, just Johanna M Rae. So it should be easy enough to find.
Links all will be in the show notes as well, if that's easier for everyone. Make sure to follow us on our Instagram and TikTok at the Broke Book Girls Pod. Make sure to subscribe or follow on your listener of choice and check back in every single Wednesday for a brand new episode. Bye!